Welcome, Gemini. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot getting ready to do your general message from Spirit. This is in the wake of the full moon in Aquarius that's happening on the 19th, about the time you may be viewing this message. It is focusing a bit on Mercury's retrograde energy, much vilified, where we get an opportunity to review, to reconsider, to rethink a strategy or plans that we've already begun to put in motion. We're getting feedback and having an opportunity to reevaluate those things. For you, Gemini, it falls naturally in your house of communication and the way you think, the way you process information. This is your area of strength. So, in many ways, this opportunity to rethink, to allow yourself to be in some stillness about the plans or the events that are unfolding is a particular opportunity for you to buoy up your modus operandi, your plan of action, and the feedback you're getting from the world. So let's get started, Gemini, with your overall energy, which is the Hermit card. So interesting, talking about this chance to pull in, to withdraw, to sit still with those things that you are asking yourself, ways that you are reevaluating the strategies, the ideas, the communication that is most effective for you, most authentic for you. And this doesn't come from all of your efforts at communicating with others, sharing ideas, putting teams together, helping others to work with others. This is really that time for you to pull in and look at those things that you have set in motion and to seek answers from within your own authentic authority. This is an opportunity for you to move closer to your purpose, and in so doing, being conscious of the fact that you are modeling your behavior for others. Others are watching your process of reviewing, re-strategizing in order to understand better how, in many ways, they themselves can activate their own greater potential. And this really goes to the heart of your purpose at this time, Gemini. In the present, we have the Moon card. This is really further empowering you to look at those things that are not often seen. This is really you delving into your own subconscious, those mysterious aspects of your superficial energy that have a cause in some distant experience, some connection perhaps with a former relative, teacher, ancestor, that reflect upon ways that you've learned to handle behaviors that are uncomfortable for you, things that you were conditioned to accept as normal, normal ways of communicating, in particular, normal ways of being that you are finding have limited you, have restricted you in the past. And you gain the courage to really look at those things honestly and to recognize that rather than the critical parent, perhaps, that you may have experienced in the past, the cold or distant partner that you've experienced as part of a pattern, you actually have a lot of allies, invisible allies in other dimensions of your experience that you have often felt hesitant to acknowledge and to accept that they are available to assist you. This is a little bit about asking for the help that you need, recognizing that simply stating your intentions, putting out your prayers, asking for help, meditating on other alternatives or ideas for plans that you have moving forward is something that is not only possible for you, but something that you can consciously invite into your life. This can often be receiving support through your dreams, through your connection with a former ancestor, even with a cultural or historical figure that you feel deeply connected to for whatever reason. This is really opening up a lot of power in terms of the way that you can communicate with others with real intention. In the past, we have the Magician. This is indeed one of your cards. The Magician is all about the planet Mercury and about the ability not only to communicate, but to travel, to move in multiple directions, to be a connector, one who is a bearer of messages, news, new information, open to new ideas. The Magician shows that you've already begun this forward movement on a path that is very purposeful for you in terms of following your will, using your skills to create something that uniquely represents who you are, your capacity. And this is absolutely empowering your ability not just to do things, but to describe them, to communicate them to a public, to represent them in some way, to carefully and thoughtfully put language and words together in a way that can present your project, your effort, your organization in a way that is very optimistic, that is powerful, that is empowering. And again, here I feel that you yourself are a model of what it is you want to make accessible to other people. This is great for those of you that are teachers in advertising or marketing, looking for unfamiliar territory, regions, clients, customers. You're really looking for the things that connect all the people that you encounter. In the future, you have the Sun card. This is quite intense. So, this is really moving you through, I believe, a series of strategies that you are applying to your partnerships, to your professional practice, through your working life, your home, your family relationships. This is really where you are acknowledging and your efforts are culminating in this goal of being who you truly are, the liberation of that you have earned. You have definitely earned this right to be, this ability to be joyfully, playfully who you are, to take pleasure in the work that you do, because there is something about who you are and what you're doing that provides a kind of liberation to those that work around you. It's as though the power of being yourself is that powerful that if the success that you are intending, that you are manifesting, is not enough, what is the absolute point of this is to find joy in the skills and the talents that you have, and to communicate that in a way that uplifts all those around you, illuminates the real essential gift that you intend to share with others. That is the power of creative expression, the power of being yourself and allowing that to stimulate the abundance that is all around you. I hope this reading is resonating for you so far, Gemini. If so, please like this video, please share it with others, and of course, please subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. And I've pulled the Worry card from the Soul's Journey. I'm learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. And this is particularly poignant given the amount of consideration and reevaluation that you're doing. My sense is that you are shifting from a sense of anxiety about holding uh, so much energy that brings people and ideas together, the sense of responsibility, the sense of multitasking, being in different places at different times, representing yourself in empathy with who your audience is, who your colleagues are, who your audiences are, that necessarily can engender a kind of frenetic pace that may accompany your life at a time when you understand that your power is being still with your ideas and tackling the big ideas that help to motivate you to find pathways to connecting others. From the flora and fauna of Africa, out pops the lion. I haven't seen the lion in a while, and the key word is favor. You may be facing a tough challenge, but your strength will carry you through. Take control and lead with grace. This is absolutely feeling as though it is supporting your ability to ask for the help that you need. In showing strength and modeling the ability to represent yourself, your ideas to others, you are very aware that this is a village. This is a collaborative or a collective process, that you may be a leader, but it's something that requires all the parts to work together. And that in some way is what favors your leadership, the ability to understand how to support others working together. The moon in the present is clarified by the Four of Earth and the King of Air. There's a sense here that you are holding on very tightly to what you have achieved in the present moment in your desire to build upon a foundation that you again have earned, something you've worked very hard for that has created a stable or secure foundation for you, something that grounds the project, that is the basis from which you can grow something even limitlessly phenomenal. The King of Air is describing the power that you hold within this community, this collective, on this team that you're working on. You, because of your phenomenal curiosity, your real drive to understand how to respond to the needs not only of your team, but of your customers, your clients, your students, you are completely open to wherever the truth leads you. And again, as part of a collaborative process of a place where you work intensely with other people, you become the person who asks the appropriate questions and truly listens to what others have to say. You can even be developing a curriculum of some sort, a training program, but also some kind of discourse, conversation, discussion, debate about these ideas and the best way to move forward. Remember, you are responding to some very deep collective desires that your team is seeking to address, but also that reflect the needs of those who are creating the solutions, creating the advancement, putting this project together in all of its details. So your openness to ideas, your ability to strategize the way that members participate is key to your ability to structure this phenomenal amount of information that is coursing through your organization, your project, and you. In the past, the magician is clarified by the Ace of Fire and the Ten of Air. I love that the Ace of Fire, the Ace of Wands, is echoing the powerful energy of the magician. You began this fresh beginning, this new course that you are reconsidering on a more a fundamental basis. You are interrogating your own system of beliefs. You're looking attentively at the beliefs that are now grounding this new effort, and you're recognizing how much you have released of the expectations of others in your current effort. So this is about your continuing this healing mind that you have actually uh, come through, have built up the courage to face within yourself, and that's what gives you the access to tap into that collectively as part of your team's efforts, really digging deep into the motivations for the work you do, and again, how it's answering the needs of others. So I see you really moving away from an old paradigm, if you will, in which you had a particular role you were expected to fulfill, and you did that at perhaps some severe cost to yourselves. But you've liberated yourself, or you're in the process of liberating yourself, because this isn't something that happens in a short period of time. This is something you've likely been working on for at least a decade, depending on your age and where you are in life. But it's something that is helping you to challenge and resist the kind of conditioning that restricted your movement in the past. In the future, the Sun card is clarified by the Love card, or the Lovers, and the Seven of Air. There is a constant I want to say barrage of resistance because of the nature of what I believe so many of the Geminis I'm speaking to are dealing with. There's some pivotal, perhaps technology or opportunities through technology that you are managing in order to make something more available to more people. And in that process, there is a lot that is difficult for you to handle, because you are in many ways a kind of lightning rod for the desires, the needs, the resistances of others with whom you're working, those who may not have uh, who may not be in clear agreement with what it is you're doing, may not understand it, may you may have provoked a lot of fear in others who feel that somehow this train, this new project, the motion of it will leave them behind in some way. However, you are becoming very strategic about that resistance that you've encountered, because you've become practiced at making choices that prioritize your needs in the long term. You've moved away from short-term fixes, the kind of nervous, short-term, one-shot solutions that may have been satisfying in the past, but that didn't serve you. Ways in which you may have allowed yourself to be taken advantage of others, the way you may have contributed positively to the success of others, that you now realize you have the skills and the experience to do for yourself. So what you're building is not just for the long term for your audiences, your customers, your students, your members, but it is about long-term benefit, building the legacy that is a reflection of your needs for meaning, for the pursuit of a dream that represents your fuller potential. This is also about you choosing partners, and that can be multiple groups of people, your co-workers, family members, romantic partners that, like you, are whole in regards to pursuing something that has meaning collectively, that means something to others, building something that will last, that is practical, that is a tool or a resource. And this is the way that you are making your decisions about those battles, those resistances that you can address now and that you can mostly leave for later. so that in choosing your battles, you're aware that this kind of resistance is part and parcel of a successful idea, a successful effort. You've got something magical going on in terms of the way you're envisioning this project and how it represents your best thinking, your best organizing, your best ability to support others in consuming more information. I'm going to finish this reading, Gemini, with a yogic path oracle and hope that this reading has been insightful for some of you. I always welcome your comments, so I pulled Anahata, and I believe this is the heart chakra that is being described here. So, Anahata indeed is the heart chakra. Your heart has opened its chambers to new possibilities, and the light is coming through to soothe its once dark corners. This love heals all and allows you to see all people for their greatest potential, including yourself. By putting down your armor, you are truly able to use the intelligence of your heart, which will always guide you in the right direction. Trust the journey of your heart. It may not always make sense to the mind, but it is aware of possibilities the mind cannot yet envision. When you truly live a heart-centered life, there's nothing left to fear. Meditate on the color green and practice heart-opening yoga poses to aid the journey. Thank you so much, Gemini, for this beautiful reading. Until next time, namaste.